with? What's that set? What you claim? Who that chick? Where you been? What's your name? Who you with?
What it do? You are now tuned into Who You With, and you already know who you with. You with HP, and we about to get shit cracking on here today. I got a special, very special guest for you guys today that's coming to the table, and I want to introduce this person. This person has known me all my life. She the one that created this crazy person right here, and a lot of y'all may not know her as her name or as whatever she go by, but y'all call her Mama HP. But I want to bring to the table popcorn.
That's crazy. Hello, everybody. Who you with?
And my mama, she don't drink. Mom, why you put your water over there? My mama, she don't drink, so I bring her some water. Y'all know I'm gonna take my who say do say straight raw no rubber. Y'all already know how I go on here. I got a couple of topics I want to discuss with my mom, and we gonna get into it. Okay, so coming up, I done did like some crazy things. But first, Mom, you got anything you want to say?
No, let's just get this rubber no raw. Raw no rubber.
Straight raw no rubber. I'm gonna take a shot because y'all know that's how I always start off. Woo! This is about to get deep. Trying to figure out what I want to start off with. Telling y'all about the time I ditched to lose my virginity and what happened on that day. Okay, so look. I was ditching and I was with the neighborhood thought.
He a thought?
He a thought. I was with the neighborhood, like the boy that everybody liked in the neighborhood or whatever.
The light-skinned guy.
Yeah. Bow-leg pigeon-toed. Like a ballerina.
I'm not going to drop no names.
Yeah, because I ain't getting sued on this one.
I can't afford it right now.
I used to have a crush on this dude. But he was like, in my eyes, I'll say he was like the neighborhood hoe. Because everybody done had him. And my dumb ass let him have me. So on the day I was supposed to go to school, y'all already know how I get when I'm supposed to go to school. I don't want to go to school. I wind up being down the street from my house. Literally down the street at the next corner from my house. And I went in there or whatever. We chilling. First we was chilling at first. This is my first time smoking weed too. It's my first time I was introduced to weed.
All this is new to me.
First time introduced to weed. First time smoking, I smoked on this little vase he had. It was like a little bong. And I didn't know what it was called, but it was a bong or whatever. And it was black. So he was showing me how to do it. So I smoked the weed or whatever. And I was feeling good. I was feeling real good. And I had liked him. So it was just like, shit happened. You feel me? Like, we start fucking around or whatever. And whatever we did, it happened. Because I'm in the hot seat right now, y'all. Whatever we did, it happened. So when it was time to go or whatever, for me, it was like getting closer time for me to leave and go back, like acting like I'm coming home from school. Was it even close, Mom?
No. I'm always the one coming around.
I know, but what time was that? That was like, was it close to...
It wasn't even 3. It was less than 3 o'clock.
So it wasn't close to me getting out of school. My plans was to go back to school, but go late. Because, you know, nowadays they call you and tell you when your kid ditching or when your kid don't make it to school or whatever. But they didn't do that back in the day. So it was all right for me to go to school and go late. So I'm in pain. Because remind you, I just lost my virginity. I'm in pain. So he wound up leaving or whatever. He had went somewhere. I don't know where he was going, but he wound up leaving. And he was like, you want me to walk you to school? I'm like, nah, I'm cool or whatever. I was trying to play it cool, but like I'm not hurting, but I was hurt. So I wound up sitting on the sidewalk right in front of his house, like behind his car.
She wasn't sitting on the sidewalk, actually. She was sitting on the curb.
That's the side. Yeah, not the
No, that's
sidewalk,
the
the curb. I was sitting on the curb behind this car, and I was just like sitting there, and something told me like it's always something that tell me like look up. I seen the damn Black Mercury Mystique. This y'all second time hearing about this damn Black Mercury Mystique, and I'm like, fuck. My mama didn't even see me. I got up and I walked to her car. So you tell her what happened that day, Mom.
Well, that's what I saw. I saw you sitting on the curb while you thinking I didn't see you sitting on the curb, but then you came to the car. And I had warned her already about the little light-skinned boys and the boys period. But you know, HP don't listen. She just don't listen. You could tell her the sky is purple. She gonna think it's pink. She just don't listen. So it ain't really nothing to tell. I just knew
You being a mom, what did you think when you saw me sitting on the curb?
that you was cheap.
Cheap.
Yeah, that you would go lose your virginity and then this guy not there and you sitting on the curb. What else would you think? I was disappointed in you because that's not how I raised you, but it's too late now. What can I do? Because you're going to do what you want to do anyway.
She said cheap. Just to let y'all know I'm very expensive. That was my decision to sit on that sidewalk. I could have actually walked to school like I was planning on doing, but I was in pain, so it was just like whatever.
I would have just went home and dealt with my mama. I would have just had to go home and dealt with it.
No.
You already know what to expect. So the most you're going to get is whatever you're going to get. It is what it is.
It ain't what it ain't. I didn't want to get that. So I wound up getting in the car with her and she was asking me like, where you coming from and what you doing out of school. Of course, I'ma lie and be like, I didn't feel like going to school. I didn't feel good type shit.
She wasn't a good liar. Because you wouldn't have wanted to go to school. I would have still, and you were supposed to be at school.
I didn't tell her I lost my virginity that day. That's for sure.
I kind of already knew. You sitting on the curb.
Man.
At Creighton's house. Oh. My bad.
Oh well, I was at the light-skinned ballerina's house. She name dropped this time. That wasn't me.
Don't sue me.
But yeah. And y'all talk about me. Craig might got the money.
I just said Craig. I didn't get to the last T-O-N.
Don't sue us. Because that's going to stay there. But,
it's facts. It's true.
Yeah, it's not allegedly.
Own up to it.
Yeah. But
I never liked him anyway.
I liked him.
Yeah, you liked him, but I already knew what he was about. He was a neighborhood cute guy, and of course, you already know that's what he's all about. Everybody knows that about light-skinned guys.
Damn, what color got to do with anything? But anyways, off that topic, I got caught. I lost my virginity. I got caught by my mama ditching, and it is what it is.
Well, I want to know what you said. Whatever it is, what it is. Well, what happened? You said any and everything that could have happened besides the smoking.
We had sex.
Oh, I was just asking.
Yeah, we did. We had sex or whatever.
She always get caught. I'm always around. She still don't know who I am.
So if you a teen and you watching this,
listen to your parents.
Losing your virginity hurt. No lie, that shit hurt.
Listen to your parents. I should have
had a littler one or something.
Listen to your parents and wait.
Yeah.
For the special person.
Even though they're not going to tell y'all when they do it. I want to talk about, have you ever stolen from your mom?
Me personally, I never stole from my mom. Never, ever. I was too afraid of my mother. That's why I don't know why she wasn't afraid of me. She act like she was, but no, I didn't steal from my mother for the simple fact is that she's your mom. So if you're stealing from her, you're actually stealing from yourself because she's bringing in the money to take care of her children. So why steal?
Well, I stole from you.
I knew you stole. You was a thief.
But no, I wasn't. I was not a thief. I stole from my mama and it was my brother's fault. And it's crazy because growing up, my mom, I tell my mom, and like now to this day, like I took the blame for a lot of stuff that I didn't plan and I didn't do, and it was my brother's fault. And he actually just called and was like, "Why she didn't ask me to come on the show?" Well, you gonna come on the show because when we have the Isleta day where the Isleta boys and the Isleta girls come to this table and we all sitting here, yeah, you gonna have to own up to something. Cause Steve was the sneaky one.
I don't think he gonna own up.
He not.
I don't think he's gonna own up because he ain't owned up today. He just said, like he said the other day, you did that. And
But
I'm
he
like,
was
well,
the
why would you
ringleader.
take the blame when you already knew from me telling you that he's like that? When he used to do the money thing with you in the beauty shop. That's
What
crazy.
was the money? Tell him about
Remember the money thing? The money I was a hairstylist, so I was working on Vermont in 80, I think that's the corner of 83rd with Emma and Ann. So it's a beauty shop. Anyway, and they used to come with me a lot to the beauty shop because they beauty shop kids. I always called them beauty shop kids to keep them with me. And they would have little money or get little change and stuff. But her and Steve was always swindling her. So now she's smarter now because now they go to her. But he would tell her, hey, I'll give you the big coin, which was a nickel, and you give me the little one, which was the dime. The dime carry more money weight than a nickel. And I used to have to tell him that, stop doing that to you. Because you really didn't know nothing, really. You was just you.
That's all right, because when I see that nigga car, if I get in his car and he got some change, I'm taking his shit. You owe me some money, bro. You was a swindler. See what I'm saying? Like when I say he do things, this the Aquarius in him, y'all. He's conniving. Like he don't own up to his shit either. But I stole from my mama, right?
Food stamps.
I wind up stealing food stamps. How did I know where these food stamps was?
Because they was always in the drawer.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I always kept them in the drawer, and when it's time to go shopping, then I would go. But every time I went to the store and I know I didn't shop and there was money missing, I'm like, y'all was smart enough to go in between way in the back. I'm like, so that just put me in a bad situation because I had to put stuff back. It's always consequences because I'm arguing with the people saying, no, this amount is in those. And it wasn't. So they literally would count it. And I was like, in my embarrassing moment saying, I know they took it. It couldn't have been nobody because we didn't have people in the house. You already know I didn't like people in and out of that house.
So
yeah,
it was a day we was at home. My mama was gone, and my brother, we gonna call him Sneaky. I ain't name dropping, but I could name drop him because he can't sue me. But yeah, Sneaky. He told me, he said, "You want to go to the store?"
Or call him Jake the Snake because that was.
Oh yeah, that was his nickname, Jake the Snake.
Because he used to sit around the house doing that stupid wrestling move.
Yeah,
like he Jake the Snake for real. Really?
So Jake the Snake told me, like, you want to go to the store? I'm like, we ain't got no money. He was like, you don't know where the money at? I said, nah.
That's cool.
He took me in a room to my mama dresser, and they was right in the corner in the back, under her clothes, or whatever. So this the first time when we did it. So we took a couple of little food stamp dollars and we went to the store or whatever, and we got some chips and some soda and stuff. Me being a Sagittarius, I learned that them food stamps could get junk. I went back one day.
By yourself?
By myself. This is me being a Sagittarius.
This is my confession.
I was being a hustler. I was in hustle mode. So I went in the books. I went to the back of the books. And I took money. Like, I'm not talking about no little money. I took some money from my mama. Like, that food stamp money.
You had to be going through the books. Because it was more than one book.
I went through
you were
all
taking that. Yeah,
book,
because it was missing money. Right.
So I would go to the store and I'd cash out on 93rd and Western.
Yeah, at the little Asian store.
Yeah. And I would buy like the boxes of candy. So you already know what I'm doing with the boxes of candy. I'm taking it to school and I'm flipping it into money. So now I'm coming home with money Steve asking like, oh shit.
You name drop.
I don't even care.
Don't sue me. It wasn't me.
Hey, can't sue shit. I'm gonna sue his ass for making me steal. But
that's crazy.
I get the candy and stuff, and I flip it at school, and I'm getting money in. My brother asking like, where you getting this money from? So he like, nah, where you getting money from? Cause mama ain't gave you no money. I'm like, you remember the food stamps you told me about? Well, I went to the drawers and I got some food stamps out of there. I went to go buy some chips and some candy and all kind of shit like for people to buy. So this where this swindler come back in at. This nigga want to cut. So he want to cut,
or he gonna
tell on me. So I put him on game. We both start selling candy and stuff at school. So that's the time when I stole from my mama. I don't think I stole nothing but them food stamps. I don't think I stole nothing from my mama besides them food stamps.
Well, I don't know if that would be. It's stealing because you guys know right from wrong. But you didn't really steal nothing from me what I was working for. Y'all was stealing from. That's why I say y'all stole from yourself, because whatever I got from help or aid, it was for you guys. It wasn't for me. So that's why I said, but it's still stealing because you're not supposed to take something without asking.
I used to always take shit though. Like even when my mama used to go grocery shopping and shit had like the Rice Krispie treats and shit. Mm-hmm. What I used to do, Mom?
Y'all, you would take it and eat it. I'm like,
and where the wrappers used to
all up under her mattress, like most people doing today. Your daughter probably do the same stuff. She do it. And this is what I try to tell her. What you do and don't know that you doing, your kids wind up doing the same thing. So why would you be mad at them when you just seeing yourself? Because I did the same thing. Mama had food stamp, but it was a different food stamp.
But she just said she didn't steal from her mama.
No, I'm just thinking, now that I'm thinking at 20th Street. Or the kids somehow, but I know I didn't have money to go to the store unless she gave us money and we went to the store, and I would buy candy too. But that was it. I don't think I stole it from her. And like I said, I don't think so. So
I got another
crazy, boring, crazy kid stuff.
Yeah. I got another topic that I want to discuss. And this happened when I was not living with my mom. The topic is, have you ever had to go off on somebody about your mom? We finna talk about the church incident. Oh. So, Mom.
I had to go off on people about my mom, yeah.
Yeah, but what happened with the church situation?
Well, the church stuff, I wasn't even there that day.
No, I want you to tell the part before I found out about the church from you.
Well, I can't include that other person.
Yeah, fuck him.
Anyway, there was a situation. I've always been in church. I've been in church. They was raised in church. So they, when they got a certain age, they not in church. So now I always say that your children are going to protect their parents, especially the mom. I don't know too much about the dad part because I'm not a dad, but being a single parent, the church part was being accused of stuff. I was being targeted and accused because we had a
new preacher.
Yeah, it was a new person there because the old pastor passed away. So it was already, we was trying not to be broken from the church. So this particular new pastor would always target me and keep accusing me. He gave me three reasons I never really let it bother me too much. But it bothered me, but it didn't bother me because I knew the truth and I know I wasn't guilty of stuff. So I would talk to them and let them know. And you're talking to me about some preacher lady evangelist who wanted some chicken, but it wasn't no more chicken. So I told her, I said, there's no more chicken. So that was an accusation he brought to me. Then another one dealing with a person I was with, another allegation that he brought towards me. So after a while,
So you feel like you was being picked on?
Yeah, it was like I was the first one out of all the members picked on. The one me out of everybody knew me, and he knew. They say everybody loves you and everybody talks highly of you.
It's probably because everybody was talking highly of you that he felt the need to target you.
Right. So I'm like, because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, living a Christian life, helping out, doing what I have to do. I got enough of her my own daughter tell me I do too much for the people in the church.
And she do.
So I'm still to this day like that. But that's my Christian walk, and I choose to help. I like to help people, like I help my family. So he came at me, and it got just out of control. The other person had to go confront, and I didn't even go to church that night. I just didn't go to Bible study, and I'm faithful with that. I just didn't go. But the phone kept ringing. I kept getting texts that HP.
No, wait. Because reverse, boom. You called me and you told me about the situation.
Yeah, I communicate and tell them when things bother me. I do talk to my children about it. But I don't be talking to them to fix the problem, but they gonna fix the problem. I've learned now as I'm older, don't call her. If we call anybody, don't call her, because this is my one. Every parent has a one. One child is just gonna be, I'm gonna ditch school. This is the one. But she took all the blame from her brother. I don't know why she did that, but then again, I took a blame for my brother when we were driving. Remember when we went on our trip?
Yeah.
So we do things to protect each other, pretty much. And they gonna protect their family, and she gonna protect her brothers. Now, whether they come to her, I don't know, because you never get into nothing to where you need their protection. Like I don't. No. But I did tell her about it. Everybody knew about it, but she's the one that's gonna take. I'm the doer. She ain't the one to see I'm a read and all that and know what to do. She's going to take action on it, and that's what I love about her, because she takes action on it. But I don't want her to take action sometimes, because now I got to protect her as a mom. I got to protect my kids from the system, and I don't want them in the system. So that's the whole thing about it. My love for them is I'll lay myself down for them, but I don't expect them to do that because I'm older, and that going in the system is not cool for me. Trust me, it's not. Where that was my job, to keep them from out of that damn system. But she got a whip of it. She came, I got calls, and it was crazy. And then knowing her, she's identical to me in many ways, because she's gonna push
I'm the street her. She the whole.
Yeah, I'm not the street person. I'm gonna push the button. I'm gonna do the same things that she do, but I'm pushing buttons and recording people at all times, because I'm always gonna have evidence. Because I know this world like to lie on people. So
my mama got the phone calls or whatever, and she didn't know what was going on. I was getting blown up by my mama. Remind y'all, my mama had told me about the incident that had happened with this church or whatever, and I'm gonna take a shot because it's finna get crazy.
Because this is my ride and die. Hell, I don't even drink, and I need to take a shot. But cheers.
This day was crazy. So boom, I was already on the east side with my brother Dork, and I'm a name drop because this is not allegedly. This was my cameraman, and he's just like Kanye West. He look up to him. That's his idol, and we was on some bullshit. He wasn't technically on no bullshit, but I was on some bullshit after this. Because it wasn't even like, I could have been real rude and waited for Sunday to come to ruin his whole little sermon. But I didn't even wait till Sunday. I waited until
it was a Wednesday.
Yeah, I asked you. I don't know why my mama don't be listening to me when I be talking to her, because I literally asked her. I said, Mom, when is prayer meeting? And she told me today prayer meeting was.
Right, but you asked me a question, but I wasn't tripping because I know you wasn't going into no church.
Yeah, because I was already out of church. I was grown. Right. I wasn't going back into the church. But when she told me that, like, that how he was picking on her, it kind of triggered me, because she said he also preached a sermon called what, Mom?
He preached so many sermons against the people in the pews that
he was targeting the old members.
Yeah.
Basically, and preaching about, I know something God don't know.
Yeah.
Now, how the hell do a preacher know something that God don't know? God knows everything. Right. So that kind of like targeted me. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It triggered you.
Yeah. And I was triggered. Like.
Triggered.
Yeah. So I looked at my brother, Dork. I'm like, you got your camera? He said, yeah, why, what's going on? I'm like, bro, we finna go to church tonight.
They was going in there to expose.
We going to prayer. I need prayer. We going to prayer meeting. Yeah. On my soul. We're going to see what the hell's going on and talk to Jesus about this. So we get to the church. They're already in the church. I go in the church or whatever. And I'm sitting by the door And I got this on video too, y'all. I got everything I'm talking about. I got the video for
We
you.
got the receipts.
Oh God. I sat right by the door and I'm sitting there like this. And you know when you get to bouncing your leg every minute that this new preacher is talking.
She was being convicted.
I'm like,
really.
ooh, like every time he said something, I'm just bouncing my leg. Like I was ready to hop up. So on the video, I looked at Dork.
With the Holy Spirit hop up, or
it was Jesus in my leg or something.
Because you know you
and my leg bouncing
she was
right now.
Expose him.
Yeah, so he got to talking to his congregation. These new people, I don't even know, but we had some old people there too, and they was happy to see me.
The original Tree of Life, yeah.
They was so happy to see
drop.
me. It don't matter. Tree of Life, the church that went viral for the rain on the mother's board to Jay-Z song, bitch nigga, rich nigga, that song, yeah. So that's how you know the devil was up in that church already, because how you making it rain on the mother's board?
And everybody has split now. Everybody's leaving because he was targeting the members, especially the younger ones, us.
Yeah.
The old people, they didn't want to move.
Yeah. But look.
Sad.
My leg bouncing. He talking. He just keep talking. And in my head, I'm just like, oh, I can't wait for this motherfucker to say something where I can interrupt his motherfucking ass. Because he was making me mad. He all short, big, bald head, peanut head ass man. And I looked at Dork. The man was like, okay, church. So what we gonna talk about? I must have stood up so quick. I said, what we gonna talk about is the fact that you thought you could put your members out, the old members out the church house. and my mama's included in that. And that person, that bitch ass nigga.
They didn't know that she was my daughter.
Yeah, the old members knew.
Yeah.
That's how she got the phone calls. And it was just like a whole, my nana was there. May she rest in peace. My god sister was there. I got tackled out the church. I didn't cuss in the church, but as soon as I got out that damn church door, I start screaming at his ass, you know something God don't know. I know, you know something God don't know. You the motherfucking devil. Straight up. How you got a security at the door of the church with a burner on his head?
Yeah. That was when he first got to the church.
How you got a security at your church door with a burner on your hip, like you just that high profile, like you a little ass nigga on my soul, that little punk ass preacher, and I interrupt the church behind my mama. I sure did, and they up there, they in the parking lot trying to make me get in the car. Then they called my mama and lied on me. That's why I don't fuck with the church people to this day.
Yeah. Yeah.
What they
a lot of people
don't
say? Go because you came in there and you interrupted and you was it was a lot.
They say I made threats.
You made threats.
I was gonna shoot up the church.
Shoot up the church, and I'm like, that don't sound. I know my child. Now I know she does things. So the thing is, I got up out of my comfort zone because I wasn't there. So again, I'm like, okay, let me go down here. So I'm going to always stay spiritual, and I'm going to teach her to do the right things. And again, it ain't about the people. It's about her soul with Christ. So I'm going to tell her, and I told her she needed to apologize to the pastor for disrupting the.
But I didn't answer right away.
But yeah.
I was ignoring my mama phone call because I already know that they lied and they called my mama, so I wasn't even finna answer. So when I finally calmed down and I answered, she told me. And the people who lied,
to this day, the people who lied, and then I'm looking at what you gave me. Once you gave me the video, I'm like, it's nothing like what they saying. But I didn't choose them over you because I know you. I know you gonna do some strange, crazy thing like stand up because that's me. I would do stuff like that. I would actually I still am like that. I'm going to call a spade a spade. If you the devil, you the devil.
And at the time, my mama wasn't like really listening to me. She wasn't trying to hear me. And I'm telling her, when did I asked Dork? I said, when did we say we was gonna shoot up a church, bro? He said that didn't come out of our mouth.
Right, because I just told you what they were saying to me.
Yeah.
But then when you said mine, I got the video. I got
the footage. I got the footage from when we.
So I can't make a judgment call. I'm not making judgment call against her. I want to see the truth. And if she videoed it, the truth is going to be there. So let the truth be shed in the light. So her truth was true. The church people lied. To this day, that don't go away with me. It just made me cautious about these people that I was supposed to be calling my church Christian family sisters and this and that, and for them to lie, I wasn't okay with that. And that was the beginning of me starting to see the light, because I'm like, they was raised in the church. They know right from wrong. Why would they lie on church people? But they wasn't lying. They was really, and she's always been like that. So when y'all encounter with her, she's factual. Like she does these little podcasts. She's factual. She's going to tell facts. I'm like that. I'm going to always have facts. It ain't me telling a story. What am I going to get out of lying on a person? So I know she's not lying. I know she doesn't. I know she might do crazy stuff, but lying is not one of them.
So I wind up talking to my mom on the phone. She's like, "Why would you do that?" And I'm like, "Man, fuck that. They ain't kicking you out no motherfucking church." My mama wind up going to the church to talk to this preacher that's supposed to be a damn retired. What was he? A retired probation officer or correctional officer? I don't give a fuck.
Military, and then he said he had cancer and all that other.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. Fuck that man.
To this day, all of these lies have come out, and it's no more of the original church people. We only step in there.
That's what y'all get, nanny boo boo. Because
I'm the bold one. Because when they told me I couldn't come to church and you still plotting against me, I said I wish somebody would put their hands and usher me to the back of the church. So I'm going to challenge people. I'm going to go straight up because the church is not yours. I still to this day will go in there, go to front, but he's more respectful. He apologized. So again, hey.
And then he gonna have the nerve. He gonna have the nerve to tell me, in order for him to forgive me, I need to come to his next service. Nigga, you ain't finna preach shit against me, fool. Because I'm one that'll interrupt that whole sermon.
And too. This is real. This is real, for real. This is what's going on today in the churches. And a lot of people don't go to church because of this. But I'm gonna tell her and mine, whether you go in church, go to the church, it just says fail not to assemble yourself. You know Christ, you walk with him, and that's it. That's between you and God. The church don't make you. God made you. So if you never go, but my prayer is that she will find a church and go into it. But if not, then hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to say she don't know. She does know. She walks in the light. She knows. She one thing about HP, she brings a lot of people that's not in the churches in the churches. She talks to them about church.
I used to have gang members in church.
Right. She always
Vacation Bible school.
So that's why I say you can't judge a book by its cover, because she's still powerful and got that special anointing. And if you're dealing with her, you guys will know that, because she can talk to you. She can come down and stoop. And that's what Jesus was about, stooping down to that level. He didn't judge people. And she's not one of them. And I'm definitely not one of them. They don't like to hear what I have to say all the time, but it's gonna be biblical. Pretty much it's going to be biblical. They've been around long enough and they doing good. So when people tell people that if you don't come to church and if your anointing is going to lead, that I don't believe that. You can't fool me with the word. You do that with them weak-minded people who wasn't in, because I had a great teacher and mentor before he passed away, and I still have that even today. So I have a new pastor, and I've had two, because
I like him because he hood.
Well, because
he keep it G.
Right.
I like him.
He tells his story. If you want to look him up, Pastor Stan. It took something for him to be who he is.
You got a Benz. I think you got the money to sue.
Nah, but he don't get it through the church. That's the thing. Everybody think like that man is a retired work.
We ain't talking about him.
Right. I didn't
have communion. I didn't have communion today, you guys. I did it straight raw, no rubber. I took my shots. My mama took her little shots of water. And before we close this out, I wanted to ask you, is this something that you wanted to bring up? A story or something that you wanted to bring up?
No, because I pretty much know all your stories. Even though you don't tell me, you tell me. You say I ain't telling her nothing. So it ain't a surprise what she says on anything. I just be sitting up there laughing, from her friends, from the people who she podcast before. I already know all the stories. I'm just waiting to see when they come on here so I can sit back and laugh at it and say, I already know about that, because she's funny. She's a funny storyteller.
Yeah, and it be facts, like on my soul.
I'm waiting on the one when her and her dad is on here, because that's going to be hilarious. She's just like her dad. She's just like her. She's just like both of us, pretty much. We made her, so yeah. She have her own personality. But I love you. You know that. I'll ride and die for you. You already know.
You already know I'm a ride.
Right. You don't need nothing because you're taking care and you maintaining. You a strong Native American, this letter girl, you're strong. Ma always said that about you. So she said that about all of her children. So we come from her.
Yeah.
We come from her, but we don't deny we're not black because we got both. I'm like, I always tell them, you got the Native American strong people, you got the black people. You put it together, you shake it, it's like a damn 7-Up. It's getting ready to explode. So that's the explosion right there.
Native behavior. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, you guys. I guess that's it.
That's it, that's all.
You're now clocked out of who you with.
So who you with?
Yeah. Because I'm with my mama today. And she cheers with water.
Who you with? What that said? What you claim? Who that chick? Where you been? What's your name? Who you with?